Good morning, this is Darsh Kapadia, and today we will be interviewing Mr. Rajendra Patel. Now, Mr. Patel, why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself?
Good morning, everyone. I'm a chemical engineer who got his degrees in America. I worked in America and came back here and started a factory for producing acrylic ester monomers in Tarapur. We are now in our 44th year of production. During this course, we also started producing acrylic ester based emulsion polymers, which are going in paint, textile, paper coating, carpet industry, and several other industries. And we have uh, handled all kinds of hazardous chemicals. And over the time, many improvements in processes, changes in plant, etc.
So, Mr. Patel, what is your definition of safety?
Uh, I would say that safety is a state where hazards and conditions which are harmful to an individual and his surroundings are controlled or preferably completely eliminated. So a person feels safe in his workplace.
It's 11 o'clock.
So, according to you, what is the most important factor related to safety?
Say, uh, in any plant, chemical plant, any plant, there are machines and then there are people. Now, machines cause problems. But the most important factor is the people. People have to have sense of safety, full awareness of what they are doing, and before any breakdown, before any accident, the machines tell you in their own way, through noise, through vibration, through high temperature, through smell, they are telling you that now we are approaching some breakdown which can cause problems. But the people have to be looking out for it. They have to be observant at what equipment and plant and surroundings are telling them. So the people are the most important element in safety. So that means they have to be trained properly. They have to be equipped properly to handle situations. So this is the most sure. Ultimately, it is the people who, through their error, negligence, cause problem, or through their alertness and observation, they prevent problems.
Hmm. All right. So, what do you think are the ideal conditions for safety in the industrial sector?
Uh, Most important, uh, the equipment have to be uh, proper, means to meet the requirement of the situation. So there should be enough safety margins in the equipment that they are not overloaded. And number two, as I said, the training of the people has to be there so they understand what are the hazards, what can go wrong, and how to prevent it.
Hmm.
Other thing is, for example, in our chemical plants, we handle flammable materials. So the whole plant has to be equipped in flame-proof equipment. That means the electric motors are flame-proof. That means the push-button stations through which you start these motors are flame-proof. All the lighting is flame-proof. And everything where electricity is there, that has to be of flame-proof construction. And there are flame-proof standards. There are government agencies which approve these products. So we have to make sure that we have taken all these steps to prevent uh, and make sure you have flame-proof equipment. Also, all the people should be provided with proper equipment, safety shoes, glasses, safety glasses, helmets. They have to be uh, provide with personal protection equipment wherever they are doing some entry into vessel or where they are likely to be exposed. They have to be given breathing apparatus. All these equipment has to be there. Eye wash fountains, showers. In case something falls on you, they can quickly go and wash it off. So all these facilities have to be provided to the people.
So there must be
And
countermeasure against any dangerous
yeah,
thing that can happen in your
yes,
facility.
yes, yes, you have to be make sure that first of all they know what to do, and then whatever they need to control the situation, prevent the situation, they should have.
Hmm.
So if all these things are provided, then you can operate your plant safely without incidents, without injuries, without loss of anything.
Hmm. So what are your thoughts on the current safety conditions in the industrial sector? Related to what you said with the ideal conditions.
See, what is happening is that people say most factories have two types of people: permanent people and contract people. And this is the norm everywhere in all industries actually. Because people don't want to take permanent role because businesses are volatile. So what happens is that permanent people have been trained, retrained, so they understand this. But the contract people are not same.
Hmm.
So they want changing. And I don't think there is adequate procedure to make sure that only trained people are taken. So fresh people are taken and just some cursory training is given. So this is one of the factors that is not good in the current
Can be improved on,
situation.
yeah.
Now there are government agencies which are supposed to overlook all these things that compliances are there, but most people, most industries uh, do not comply fully with these whatever requirements.
Hmm.
So that's why we have incidents and these things. So
Yeah.
this is the current situation, but things are improving.
Hmm.
This is the current.
All right, that's good then. So do you feel that current industries are working towards a safer workplace? And why do you think so?
See, it is like this. Over time, the compliance burden has been increasing on all industries, particularly in hazardous industry like chemicals. So, uh, if you violate something, the fines, punishments have become quite stringent.
Hmm.
So, the industry, whether they like it or not, are moving towards a safer workplace. And they've also seen that when something goes wrong and some accident take place, the cost of the loss that happens is very large. It can be very large.
Hmm.
And overall, ultimately, people are realizing that it is cheaper to uh, comply and take those steps to prevent these things. So it is improving, but it is still long way from where we should be or
Hmm.
where the Western countries what
Gradually it's improving, yeah.
they have reached. We are far away from that, but we are moving.
Hmm. So how can industries improve their working conditions for their employees? Could you suggest a few things they could maybe add, a few protocols, features, or measures?
As far as safety, I assume your question is about safety. So the first thing is that uh, training,
Training.
and after that retraining, because people forget.
Hmm.
So retraining is very, very important. And means there should be regular program of reminding them, look, this, but don't forget like that. Uh, but that is just information. They know, but there have to be practical drills. So alarm goes, everybody gathers in one place. Then the instruction. So mock drills, what is called mock drills. So,
Long
okay,
drills.
here the part is taken place. So what are they going to do? So they have to be mock through video mock drill. Whatever they've been told, they have to practice
Hmm.
so that when actual emergency comes, it is not just theoretical knowledge. They have already done it mock to mock, but they have done it. So this involvement of everybody in the safety thing periodically is necessary because it then remains in the uppermost in their mind.
Hmm.
And people also have to be told, look, carelessness, all these things. Ultimately, you are the people on the shop floor.
Hmm.
So you have to become aware and think that it is in your own interest to do all these things. Don't take shortcuts because ultimately you will suffer. So that kind of awareness and training and retraining, drills, all these have to be done so that it becomes second nature for them. Then they do it like getting up in the morning, brushing your teeth. You don't have to tell them again and again. So you have to bring it to that habit, of safe habits. Everybody should follow safe, not only follow themselves. If somebody else is not following, then they have to be alerted. And if they don't listen, inform management. Because if one makes mistake, all will suffer. So that has to be inculcated in the minds of all the people who are working over there.
Hmm. All right. So, for a company that's just starting out, a new startup, what do you think is the best thing they can invest in with regards to safety?
See, as I told you, slowly compliances are going up.
Hmm.
So basically, in old plants, these things are added. Safety features are added, retrofitted. They are not there in the beginning. So, uh, base precaution for safety actually comes at design stage. When you are designing the plant, that time you have to think of the safety.
Hmm. To
Not
design it to be more safe.
design it from beginning. You should design with safety in mind. Every little aspect you have to imagine how people are going to work around here, how they are going to operate equipment. So at design stage, so design means first of all equipment design. That was equipment that we designed for safety, like all compliances which are currently there. At least those should be met. Number two, layout of the plant, where equipment is now. That you have to think how people will work here, what operations are involved. They have to be made very, very comfortable for people to operate. The plant has to be very easy to operate. You can't
Hmm.
make, inconvenient location of wall or equipment put too close together. The people cannot move around it. There is no escape. If in case something happens, there have to be proper escape. Uh, so these are the things that anybody starting a new business, which has hazardous activities, then they have to first design it properly. Then when
Hmm.
you design it properly, it will become easier for everybody to comply. You know.
It'll be easier to
So
implement more safer methods then. Yeah.
implement for people. If you make very difficult things, then people stop doing it.
Hmm.
So everything should be arm's reach, everything should be visible, the routes should be very clear, pathway should be very clear, everything should be marked perfectly. In India, people don't mark things properly.
Hmm.
So the whole plant, everything has to be marked, equipment has to be marked properly. Pathways should be there so that you don't go whether you go do these things. Storage areas must be things must be stored apart, not all together. All these simple things you have to follow. And why many times they put everything together? Because they did not provide for large enough go down. So provide a proper your plan size, your expansion plan, like that you have to take everything in account and store properly. Because many times accidents take place because two chemicals got mixed, something
Hmm.
leaked from somewhere. Those things happen. And electrical safety most important because everything starts with some electric malfunction. So there you should not compromise on quality and cannot just go with price and all that. You have to spend on on safety from beginning. So when you design like this, the plant is going to cost more because people omit things and save money. So we cannot do that because in the long run, you have a nice, safely designed plant. People can work easily. They will be motivated. Fire safety, hydrant system, fire extinguishers, all these things you should plan as an integral part of that plan, not as some additional thing here put because government wants you to put. Not like that. This is good investment. They should think like that. And if they consciously they have to think, no, I don't want just a plant. I want a nice, safe plant where people can work without worry,
A nice
and then
environment to work in without worrying
they
about
will
what's going to happen to me. Yeah.
do their best. If they're fearful or if they have some, then obviously nobody can work it. So all this, see, once you say that everything goes wrong because of people, that is right also. But then you have to make it easy for the people now. If you don't factor it only, then how they will do it? You go on blaming them, but don't provide them the means to do the right thing. So that the new company has to take this into account from beginning only.
Hmm.
I want people to be productive, most efficient. I want to train them and I want to give them the means. Those means have to be provided in design stage only.
The
So that
environment
it
must be
is,
productive for the people to be productive.
uh, this is what it is.
Hmm. All right. Thank you so much for having me, Mr. Patel.
Most welcome. Most welcome.
All right.